Hey guys, this is Clinton Jeff from unleashedphones.com, and here's a quick look at the Sony QX10 camera accessory for mobile phones and iPhones, or as Sony puts it, the CyberShot DSC QX10. Now, just to give you a super quick unboxing, I have been using it for a week, but I will still do an unboxing just to show you what's in there. You take out the top of the box and you have the QX10. As you can see, it's quite tiny. Here is how it looks next to an iPad, for example. A little bit thick, but it is still portable enough-ish. Apart from that, you have a gigantic user manual, warranty information, I don't know what that is, and a charging cable because it charges over micro USB, so you can charge it by connecting it to your computer, for example, among other things. And right over here we have a little lanyard cable, so you can carry it on your wrist, for example, or whatever you would want to carry it on. So yes, that's just a super quick unboxing. I'm gonna take this and put it away now. Alright, so the QX. The problem with today's mobile phones though is that you can get a really good mid-range phone which is affordable enough, but if you want a really good phone with a really good camera, you're gonna have to pay a lot of money to get something like the LG G2 or the Nokia Lumia 1020 or even the Sony Xperia Z1, which is the best camera on an Android phone right now. So if you do want to penny up, you will get a good camera. If you can't necessarily afford it, you probably will get a phone with a not so great camera. Now, according to what Sony is trying to do over here, they're trying to give you the option to buy a better camera for your phone when you can afford it later on. In terms of pricing, it is a little bit close to what Sony digital cameras cost now, so I'm not sure what is up with that, because Sony did mean for this to be a really affordable alternative, I guess. The QX10 is affordable. The QX100 is a little bit more expensive, but this is a pretty good little replacement for your phone camera. Just so you know, it comes with this twistable little clip thing over here. It's not actually part of the lens itself. As you can see over here, there's a lock and unlock thing where you just twist it out, and there you go. This is the camera by itself. This is the add-on clip thing. If you want to clip it to your phone, you just put it on and slide it over there to the lock position, and there you go. It should be able to fit any phone now, like the LG G2 maybe. So it kind of can fit in 5.6 inch phones, maybe. It'll be a bit of a stretch. It can fit gigantic phones like the HTC One Max, for example. It cannot fit that phone. It can't fit the Sony Xperia Z Ultra, for example. So if you have a giant phablet phone, this will not be able to fit it. But if your phone is less than 5.4 inches, I guess it'll be able to fit. It might be a little bit of a squeeze though, as you can see in this case over here, but it fits well enough. I'm just going to take off the case because I'm not a big fan of the thing, even though it's pretty cool. As you can see from the markings over here, it does have a memory card slot built in, so you can put in more memory if you want to use just the lens by itself and not save pictures to your camera phone. You can take a picture with this and save it to your camera phone, or you can choose to save it on the device itself. Just to give you a quick tour of the design, it's simple enough, very lightweight, kind of like a cylinder. It is quite amazing how Sony's managed to put an entire processor, camera, and a 10x zoom lens into this little package right there. It is impressive from that point of view. It basically has a sensor, processor, battery, memory card slot, everything that a standard DSLR does have, or standard digital camera does have, except that in this case it has no screen, as you can see right there. So because it doesn't have a screen, that's why it's a little bit more cheaper. It's meant to basically just be clipped onto your phone, or in this case I'm going to show it to you with the iPad over here. But all in all, there was little Sony could do. In this case, they kind of had to just design this around the lens. So it's a cylindrical object that you can clip onto your phone. Over here you have the camera button to take a picture. This is the on and off switch. It's very easy to use. Just switch it on or off. That's the little micro USB charging port right there that's covered up with this plastic wrap, and a lanyard cable that right now is occupied by this annoying thing that comes with it when you buy. And of course a tripod mount. This might be the most useful thing about it, because you can actually just use it on a tripod mount and place it somewhere and stream it to your device. So on paper the Sony lens does sound pretty impressive, and the controls are minimal, so none of them get in your way. Just the zoom buttons, the dedicated shutter key button, and the on and off switch. There's also NFC on top, so you can tap your compatible Sony phone if it has NFC built into it, and it should automatically. Okay, so just to show you how it works, you just switch it on right there. When it starts broadcasting a Wi-Fi signal of its own, you'll see that the zoom lens pops out over there, 10x optical zoom. There is no flash module. I actually asked the Sony product designer why they didn't put a flash in. I didn't get a proper answer, because I wasn't actually expecting a proper answer, but I would say probably for the probably to keep it as small as possible. They couldn't fit a xenon flash maybe in there, or even an LED flash. So in the meanwhile, you have to use your phone's flash. The problem is that the Sony Play Memories app on mobile and on iPad does not use any flash of the phone, which is kind of sad because it's a missed opportunity. Maybe Sony had a problem trying to, because every phone has a different flash configuration, so maybe they just couldn't get it working. But anywho, in the meanwhile, you're just gonna have to turn on your camera, phone's flash, and I guess use that. To show you how it all works, the lens camera broadcasts a signal over Wi-Fi. The iPad app, or even the mobile app, in this case I'm going to show it to you with the iPad because it's easy to show the camera. The iPad app should connect to it over Wi-Fi, but that means you have to select the Wi-Fi in your settings. So you go over to settings, go to Wi-Fi, and connect to this strange name over there that says QX10 in it. Once you connect to that, you should be able to use the Play Memories app just fine. The whole connection process does take about 10 to 15 seconds though, which is a little bit annoying, because if you are the sort of person that will take out your camera and take a picture and then put your camera back in your pocket, the Sony lens is not for you, because as you can see, the connection can be annoyingly moody in this case. So once it connects, you will see the viewfinder pop up right on the screen right there. When that happens, hopefully, oh, there we go. I'll be able to show it to you. So as you can see, it works pretty well. There's just this little instance of lag though, which I kind of find a little bit annoying. The lag happens every so often, as you just saw right there. That's me right now. So this can be a little bit annoying. The Play Memories app has 4 settings in it. There's Intelligent Auto, where it automatically tries to sense the scenario that you're shooting in, like the lighting and the objects in it, and it works pretty well. The app is available for iOS and Android, I should add, of course. It's just a solid, the Intelligent Auto is basically just a solid scene recognition mode that automatically picks the best settings when you take a picture. Superior Auto basically builds up upon Intelligent Auto, wherein it'll take more pictures and combine them into one, so it can, help you deal with handshakes or any moving objects or something. So it takes several pictures and combines it into one picture. There's also zoom controls right on the app, so you can see that it zooms in and out right there. And of course there's the mode setting, which lets you move between photos and video, which I guess is what you expect it to do. So all in all, it's interesting little app. Doesn't really give you as much choice or as much control over the lens as you think it would be. You also have a setting to copy from the device. If you prefer to review an image, you can switch that on or just set it to 2 seconds like I have. Or you can select the still image size. You can choose to shoot in 4:80 80 megapixel or 4:5 megapixel, or 16:9 30 megapixel, or 16:9 2 megapixel. And then there's the save options and the size of the review image in case you want to see it. You can also view the original image and various other settings like that. So yes, lots of interesting other settings over there. Lastly, there's program auto. Now program auto basically gives you more control over the camera. You can change white balance and you can change exposure compensation, but that's about it. You don't actually have anything else that you can change, which is a little bit annoying because you kind of feel like you would want to tinker with more. And yeah, that's just how the app works. So you take a picture. I'm just going to take a picture of my call right there, and you'll see that there's the quick transfer of that image to the iPad, so you can either see the image right now, or you can share it if you want to any of your social networks or email or whatever, or you can just go back and continue shooting images. The problem is that the shoot time does take a little while, as you can see, so it does take a couple seconds before it's ready to take another picture again. So it's not too great on shoot times, as you can see. I'm just gonna exit the app now and talk about the camera again. So yes, it is a little inconvenient because of how long it takes to pair and how long it takes to take a picture and then take another picture after that. There is no delay when you hit the shutter button, as you just saw, but there is a lot of waiting between when you take a picture, when it goes on the phone, and you can take another picture again. So like I said, if you are the kind of person that will take a picture with your phone and then put it back in your pocket and then take it out again 10 minutes later, this is probably not the best thing for you. If you are the kind of person that would go out to an event or go out hiking or something and you want a really great camera for your average photo, this would come in pretty damn useful. So it's not as convenient as using your phone or your tablet's built-in camera, but is it better in terms of picture quality? Yes, it is, especially even video for that matter. So for a point and shoot camera, the QX10 actually performs pretty well. You get pretty good pictures indoors and outdoors, but you will definitely want to have as much light as possible. It's not super great at low light as you might think it would be, especially since it doesn't have a flash. You will need a tripod if you're going to shoot in low light with the QX10. Colors are also pretty bright and vivid. Highlights have a tendency to be a little bit blown out here and then. Sharpness is also pretty good. The lens does tend to soften your image in the edges, which is a little bit annoying. But apart from that, it's pretty good. The video quality is okay, nothing special, but you can record an MP4 at 30 frames per second, so not too bad at all. Full HD and all that. So to conclude, is the Sony QX10 worth it? I actually think the QX10 is more value for money than the QX100. If you're looking for a better camera for your phone, if you have a very mid-range phone or a budget phone and you want a better camera, but not a camera you can take every day with you, just a camera that you want to carry around with you, then the QX10 does make sense. It does allow you to take pictures, send it right to your phone, or even a video for that matter, and share it right from your phone itself. So it is interesting. It is still a little inconvenient though, so I'm not exactly sure of to be very honest, I love the concept of the QX10. I just didn't really find it convenient enough to use in daily life, which is a bit annoying. So it does make sense. Technically, it's less expensive than the QX100, for example. It's less expensive than most cameras by themselves. At the end of the day, if you are a serious photographer that shoots a lot on mobile, the QX10 will definitely help you out. Otherwise, it's still a little bit inconvenient. I feel like Sony really needs to improve the app, make it a little bit faster maybe. Get rid of that lag over Wi-Fi somehow. But yes, that's about it. That's what I think of it. If you guys have any questions about the Sony QX10 lens, do let me know in the comment section below. Or check out the full detailed review over at unleashthephones.com. We have camera samples, we have camera video samples, that whole thing.